We are live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to PeakFlow Power Hour number 10. This week, it's like the week after Black Friday, so we hope you guys made a ton of sales with your e-commerce business. If you haven't made that many sales, that's okay because we're here to help you make those sales. So, welcome everyone that's just rolling into the live stream. We're going to do our best to answer each and every single one of your guys' video. So drop it in the comment section below or on the live stream somewhere. We'll do our best to answer each and every single one of them. And again, this is PeakFlow Academy. I have my business partner Marcus Lamb on the show today, and we are here to pioneer education through high-ticket dropshipping. Say what's up, Marcus.
Well fucking said, Trevor. Welcome, guys. My name is Marcus. As you guys heard, I'm Trevor's ride or die. We are ride or dies, and we're here to ride or die with you. That being said, thanks for the spotlight, Trevor. Back at you.
Yeah, again, ask your questions. I know we're just getting started, but usually it's like 30 minutes into the live stream, all the questions just start pouring in. It's like it
We
always.
got one. We got one. We got one. We got one.
Oh, already.
Samantha, what's up, Sam?
So I'll read out the question. So Sam said, should I link the new GMC account to the unsuspended ad account before I request appeal for ads account or appeal then link once approved? I'm scared linking. Okay, should I link to new GMC?
The new GMC unsuspended account or
You should.
appeal.
The GMC account should be fixed, completely clear of any suspensions, and that should be unlinked from the Google Ads account. And then you just need to fix your Google Ads account in terms of the suspension, and then link the two.
Yeah, just to add on to that, from my experience asking around, Google's team has like one merchant center department and then they have a Google Ads department. And you have to remember they're both separate departments. But the tricky thing is like if your Google merchant account gets banned, it'll flag it with the Google Ads and you don't want to have it like boom, boom, boom. Keep it organized. Just fix one and then fix the next and unlink it like Trevor said.
Sam said that until December 24th to spend 500 to get $500. Should I increase spend on the three campaigns or test more than three brands starting out? I see this offer like right now. You can spend 500 to get 500. You can go upwards of 1500 even. It never used to be like that. Like the it's just 500 spend 500 and get 500. Uh, in terms of what I recommend, it's like don't push the ad spend if you don't have to, even though you might miss out on a promotion.
I agree.
But if you want to spend that 500 to get the 500, yeah, just launch more brands so that way, you're at least testing the brands, see which ones are working, and then go from there.
But don't rush it.
Oh,
Don't rush it.
sup?
So
My new GMC account is approved.
okay.
I mean, your new GMC account, it could automatically get suspended afterwards. I would wait at least 24 hours before getting too excited over it because it's supposed to either get suspended right away or not get suspended and you can run ads. So I need to get ads unsuspended, then link to new GMC. Yeah, correct. That is a process. So, in terms of weekly wins, are you ready for this? Because this is Cyber Monday, Black Friday week. So we have some huge wins in the chat.
Oh shit. Yo, you showing this one, Trevor?
Right off the rip.
This one was crazy. Like I'll start the background, the context.
Mm-hmm.
VD, correct me if I'm wrong. Like VD learned high ticket dropshipping first from somewhere else, and then he was struggling around that 10K a month, and then he conversed with you, and then he understood a lot of the basics, and then yeah, he just took off, flight.
Yeah, he learned
23.
the fundamentals of Google Ads, and then afterwards, he went into like content, like posting content on YouTube, creating a school community. Things are a little bit, I mean, not complex, but just most people never think of. So in order to scale from 200K to 850K a month, is really just pushing more quality traffic. And at some
Correct.
point, your Google Ads account is going to be capped, and then you have to go to cold traffic. But you can also do YouTube. So people that are looking for products related to products that relate to your store, you can create content on YouTube as well and go get that traffic coming to your website.
Shout out to VD, man. He crushed it. 800K Black Friday. Fire.
And we have Ray. Shout out to Ray, one of the coaches inside the program. So November numbers looking at 75,000. Not too shabby. 44 orders.
44.
Yeah, most people like there's no conversion rate on this, but I'm sure 0.34 conversion rate. Most people think like, hey, this is so low. Is it even profitable?
It's pretty
The thing,
good for high ticket, no? Like, I think it's
it
0.2 is the
is.
average. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Depends on your average order value. Because I know
Right.
for you it might be like point 0.2 or point 0.1, but your
Yeah.
AOV is like 1,000 and
Yeah.
higher.
I
But
get that.
mine is like 2,000, and then the conversion rate is like similar to this, point 0.3, point 0.4.
So your store has more quantity orders, right? Like it has more orders.
Yeah, you make a $5,000 order, I have to make 2 or 3 orders just to catch them.
Don't say it like that. You have 5,000 procs too.
Yeah, yeah. But
Anyways.
the products that move the best are like under 2,000 for me.
Mhm.
Got some questions. So X Capital says,
I
"Yo
gotta read this.
guys."
I'm sorry, Trevor. I gotta read this.
Okay,
This is
you read it.
funny. This guy still has not gotten his product shipped. Yo, guys, the supplier still didn't ship the product yet. He still told me UPS still can't ship. The product is about $220 and it's been more than 3 weeks. Brother, you got gypped, cheated, booted. I don't know how else to say it, but he goofed you, bro. Get that product shipped. Why has it been a whole week and still not shipped? You're
Three
you
weeks,
got scammed. You got
more than
scammed.
3 weeks. I'm assuming it's probably because it's not USA supplier.
There's
And
only so much
if
people
it
do.
is, then it's like they're terrible. Communication's terrible. And like you, after you sell this brand once, like I would just stay away from them. If they're not gonna ship orders, that's basically just fraud.
Yeah.
I knew some people a few years ago that they said they worked with suppliers where they were sending a bunch of orders to them, and the supplier would just not ship at all, like ship, and they
Hmm.
had $20,000 worth of orders,
Really?
and it ended up being a big scam with that supplier.
Mm.
Thankfully, I haven't faced that, but like if you're seeing like 2 or 3 orders just getting backlog, I would realize that pattern and just don't get more. I wouldn't have a ton of back orders at any time. It's kind of scary because you have all this money in your bank account, but then it's part of it's not yours. You owe it to the supplier.
Mm.
So don't go out and buy a Rolex or a Lambo or anything. Part of that is you still have to pay your supplier.
Well said.
Sam said, "Dang, okay. So even though my products are approved, I could still get suspended." Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, is
Oh,
GMC too hard to get approved? It is hard if you don't know what you're doing.
yeah. But if you follow Trevor's step-by-step merchant center checklist that we give inside our Launchpad one-on-one program, you will be perfectly fine because, like, we've really been trying to figure out all of the proper steps. So you just have to know what you're doing. You have to know what you're doing.
Yeah, we got a checklist from a Google rep of exactly what, and we
Mm-hmm.
give it out to you so you can fix all those issues.
Mm-hmm.
But even if you do, it's really requesting enough reviews. That's it's. I feel like I'm just saying this over and over again, but it really just comes down to that. A lot of people get this GMC misrepresentation suspension, and then they have to go through that process of fixing stuff on the website, documenting it, and then requesting a review and doing that consistently until the GMC is fixed. Milo Wild Tales. That seems like a
I'm a
YouTube channel name.
non-resident, but have an LLC. Oh, I'm a
Okay.
non-resident.
Yeah, that makes no difference. Be in the U.S., you could be outside the U.S., you could be anywhere in the world, have an LLC, and still get suspended.
Yeah.
What are
What
y'all's
are
thoughts
y'all
on the
thoughts on the
pros?
profitability of the outdoor sports and recreation niche? E-bikes, kayaks. I mean, these are all such different niches. Maybe we could do some web niche research with them, Trevor. Like, go through, look at some industry, like look at the kayak industry. I'm actually curious on the kayak. I know one supplier
There's
so Crystal kayak.
there's like four niches that she just went
I
over. Like
know.
e-bikes could be. I wouldn't do e-bikes, kayaks, surfboards, and overlanding camping equipment all in one store, because it's way too competitive. E-bikes in itself is really competitive itself, but you can compete by having an e-bike only store, like e-bikes direct or uh, the ebikebros.com or just something like that. Something that's niche down with her domain.
You said ebikesbros.com. That's pretty cool name.
Yeah, I mean, just think of domains. How was Sri Lanka's tour guide?
Sri Lanka was amazing, guys. Sri Lanka was an eye-opening experience. Very humbling. I'm sure right, Trevor? Like we both had such crazy experience there, but it was amazing, amazing.
Yeah, shout out to the tour guide. Like, it was
Manu.
good. Manu. Yeah. Hi, awesome content. I'm in the way of finishing my website with free content thanks to your content. Shout out to PeakFlow Academy.
Oh, nice.
Just waiting. Thanks, guys. Really awesome. Knows. Well, if you have any questions, let us know. We'll do our best to help you guys out, and you know, ultimately see some sales before like even join the one. That would be great. See some sales, so that way, it's a win-win. We don't
Mm-hmm.
have to do as much, and you just come in with sales already, and we just help you bootstrap and scale that store to 10K a month profit super fast.
Applying the application down below.
Got another question. Hi guys, what's the reasonable capital, I think, to start high ticket and also working on SEO and Google Ads? 1,500.
Would that be for both, Trevor? You think with SEO and Google?
Well, technically, you could do SEO like with just $100 a month if you wanted to just write all your content yourself. You would
Have
need a
you?
ChatGPT subscription and
Mhm.
manual brute forcing the content.
Have you noticed the algorithm picking anything different when using ChatGPT related blogs? Like, do you think it's smart enough to like fully read it now? Like, it's coming from ChatGPT? Probably not, right?
Well, the thing is, as of right now, Google says they don't care how the content is created as long as
Oh,
it's
interesting. They
valuable.
don't care.
That's as of over a year ago when
Mm.
ChatGPT was like GPT 3.5 was the thing.
We're on
Now we're on
4.0.
like 4.0,
Yeah.
and then there's O 01,
What's
and
O
there's O
one?
01 alpha.
Like, what's the difference? Just like
Just
smarter, right?
more, just smarter, more relatability, more human like. Like the voice command that you could do with ChatGPT. Like you talk to it and it answers like a
I know what
human.
you're talking about.
It gets better like every update. Right now it sounds like another person. Doesn't even sound AI at all.
You know, you could make images on ChatGPT now. It's like Mid Journey.
Hmm. Is it
Yeah,
on the paid plan, right?
yeah, I'm on the pay plan, bro. It's $20, Trevor.
I know, I know.
Um, but what I'm saying is, I made was so outside, but I tried to make a thumbnail using ChatGPT, and it came out like it didn't came out great, but it was like, oh wow, at least ChatGPT could do it.
Not bad. Like
Yeah,
better than Mid Journey,
I never
or have you
liked
never
Mid Journey.
used?
I never liked Mid Journey.
I think it's hard to use because like, don't you have to put the prompts in Discord? Like, why can't they just
Yeah,
make a website?
I tried Midjourney and then I had to use Discord. It was just so weird. It was just like I couldn't use it. But ChatGPT makes more sense. Like it makes sense.
I used it a year ago and it was already really good. Like I had my greenhouse store at the time, and I was creating greenhouse
With
images using the
Midjourney,
prompt. Hmm They actually look
mm,
really, really good. But a year later, and it's even easier. That thing is like evolving super fast.
with product images, I use the Shopify, the Shopify AI tool. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, if you guys don't know what we're
yeah.
talking about,
We got off we got off on a little tangent, but
this is
yeah,
this is
1,500.
literally what goes on inside the one-on-one. By the way, guys, it's like higher level talk. But anyways, let's get back to the question. We have so many coming in, bro. Let's help.
1,500.
I'll read it. I have a question. The wellness niche, light therapy, saunas, hyperbaric chambers. Is that a good niche for you? Well, I always thought like saunas were gonna be a little more saturated, but we um just noticed that like is it even saturation? It's more people coming in, but you could still always beat them. But I will say, like this is like three niches in one, FYI. So it's like
Yeah, you're not really going to be able to sell much saunas on a wellness store. If your store is saunasdirect.com, you're gonna make most of the sauna sales. So the niche is competitive, but if you know what you're doing, we have people, not gonna say who, that are selling these and doing pretty well. So
pretty well.
that's all. That's pretty well.
Uh,
Oasis Insignia says, "Hi, can you suggest to me whether you should select niche first and then products of that niche, or search products first and then sticking to that niche?" You should find products that you can form a niche around.
Book a niche
That,
selection call with Trevor.
right, bro. Yeah, I had a call with Gage. It's a matter of finishing everything. Awesome. That's cool.
Good.
Sam says, "What are some of the greatest things y'all use ChatGPT for in your ecom business?" A lot
Probably
product
like
descriptions.
you always say what I'm trying to say, but you beat me to it. You go. You can do it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Product descriptions. Titles aren't really necessary. Uh, yeah, it's really just product descriptions. You can use the Merchant Center AI to change your main image with a different background. So, for example, if 10 other people are selling e-bikes and they all have the same e-bike with the same ad, the same image, everything is the same, how can you make your ad different? Well, adding reviews that might make you different from 7 other people. Okay, optimizing your title that might make you different from 6 other people. And then changing your image. Everyone has a white background. You add a grass background with your e-bike. Boom. Now you're only 2 other people are similar to you. And then you add a gift to your offer. Boom. Now your offer is unique. So it's really about adding these small finishing touches to your ad or offer that can, explode your sales. Because like if you're selling saunas, the people that are crushing it with saunas, they have an offer or a gift with their product. They're not just running ads just to a sauna that they just uploaded 5 minutes ago. It's like you gotta put in a little more effort, bro. How to do returns, refunds, warranties, etc. How do they generally work? That's gonna be depending on each supplier, but most suppliers, let's say 80% of suppliers, accept returns. So if they accept returns, then you just need to put their policy on your product pages where someone buys from that brand. So if you sell Sunray saunas and their return policy is return it by 30 days, 15% restocking fee, then you put that same policy on every single Sunray sauna page. So that way the customer knows once they buy, that is the return policy for that brand. Warranties are very straightforward. You just copy paste the supplier's warranty, put it on your product page, and you don't really deal with that. The customer deals with that with the supplier. Yeah, and refunds, like same thing with returns. Like we have very, very few returns and refunds. I personally had 3 or 4 like return requests over the past 3 4 years. So that's once a year, which is pretty not much.
Is that true? That really once a year?
Yeah, I only had 4 returns.
I guess it's because every single time the order comes in before authorized, you're just making sure that the operations is just clear cut. Everything's gonna be good. Boom, make
The
sure it's
thing,
just right.
yeah, the thing is, there's no point of returning it unless the customer just. I think most of my returns are like, "Hey, I bought the wrong size."
Yeah. If they want it, why
Well,
would they return it, right?
while you bought it's a $4,000 bookcase from me, and you didn't even measure, are you just that loaded that you don't care? And then they return it, and then they have to eat the 25% restocking fee. But I'm not really out anything.
Yeah. Genius.
And then we have Carlos.
Shout out Carlos.
This feels so unreal. Honestly, Black Friday is the craziest thing ever.
You didn't
And
show
this
the
was his.
Oh yeah. He did
Yeah, it was kind of
42,000
crazy.
in a day, guys. In a day. This is the results from the Launchpad one-on-one. $800,000 months, $40,000 days. Find us nowhere else except here. PeakFlow Power Hour, episode 10.
Oh my god. Do you, you gotta. You know
Yo.
what's up. For the people that are watching, bro,
Anybody
just
that's
60
new,
seconds. 60 seconds.
60 seconds. Anybody that's new to the channel video, welcome. My name's Marcus. I came from the traditional 9 to 5 path. I was brought up Asian American household, immigrant background family, wanted to go to Yale, Harvard, found myself lost in college, found myself lost, and I was, working in the corporate world, got into my endeavors in online e-commerce, and I never looked back since. Been starting with traditional dropshipping, found success with high ticket dropshipping. Now, partnering with Trevor and sharing and helping others with high ticket dropshipping. So, welcome all. Welcome.
Amazing.
Thanks, bro.
60 seconds. I started ecom many years ago. At 12 years old, I saw my first YouTube ad on dropshipping. And along the way, I tried so many business models. I'm actually making a video on all the business models that I tried. I did like affiliate marketing, launch jacking, if you know what that is. All types of ecom, selling on Walmart, selling on Amazon, selling on Shopify, doing low ticket. So I tried a lot of business models, and everything kind of flopped for me. But only two things worked for me: Facebook Marketplace dropshipping at the time, which brought me consistent sales, until it didn't, because Facebook's algorithm just changed, and then for a whole year, the sales just started dipping month after month after month, and from there, I found, luckily, high ticket dropshipping. I was just like, how I found the business model, I was literally watching a podcast,
Mm.
and it was just these guys that were talking about high ticket dropshipping. And they said, like, hey, this is a good business model, how it differences from low ticket dropshipping, and why it's more sustainable. They've been doing it for years. And like, it just made logical sense. Like, why I'm wasting all this time and effort trying to scale low ticket products only for it to die 2 months later. It doesn't make sense. So that's why I tried high ticket dropshipping, and it didn't pick up right away, but I was able to put in some effort over time, and it ended up working pretty well. And also, if anyone wants to meet up, I'm from Michigan, so if you're in Michigan, drop a comment in the chat. Let's
Facts.
let's meet up. And then one thing you should take away from this is, the longer you stay consistent with one business, doesn't matter what it is, the more likely you will succeed with it. And that's it.
Well said, Trevor. Amazing.
Ha! I love this part of live.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate you.
We love seeing Marcus explain who he is every week. They forgot who you are. Sorry, you just
Chill. Okay. Kaitsu.
Well, we actually missed one.
Oh, I'll read it. Tried Black Hat SEO, then posted content on Medium, researching with Ahrefs group by. It has high domain authority, high DR, and page authority. Was ranked number one on Post Malone girlfriend. I don't even think there's a question. That's funny. I thought it was a question all the time. I'm trying to dissect everything he's saying, and then he just it was right over Post Malone girlfriend.
I wonder what he was doing. Like, is
Who
he
the fuck is Post
just
Malone?
writing content, or is he like selling something related to Post Malone? Like, ranking
Her name's
Post Malone
Katie.
girlfriend probably has like thousands of searches a month.
But like, yeah, why are you ranking for her girlfriend?
It was just uncompetitive, probably. Yeah. Medium, if you don't know what that is, that's like a blogging site where anyone can post a blog.
Oh,
Ahrefs group buy, I've been there as well. Try to save on subscription costs because Ahrefs is so expensive.
there's 150, right? A month?
Yeah, it's like 150 on the basic plan.
Oh, OD.
Yep. Kiatsu says, how do we terminate supplier contracts? Usually when it happens, is it easy to do so? If you don't want to work with a supplier, you could just tell them you don't want to become a dealer anymore. That's pretty easy to do. But also, if you just shut down your LLC in the store, then same effect. They'll know you disappeared and they'll just erase you from your database.
Your best advice for what to look for to optimize ad campaigns when just starting out and testing brands so that we could optimize fast and efficiently. I'll start. For what I look for is usually CPA, cost per acquisition. So you want to see how much it costs to acquire that customer, and then afterwards it would be CTR, CPC, so click through, cost per click, and that's what I'm looking at. How about you, Trevor?
The question, best advice to look for. Yeah, spend distribution is the main mistake that I usually see. Because like with our ad setup, we bid typically higher on the higher price point items. Like 8,000 plus, you're gonna bid $2 versus 1,000, 2,000, you might only bid 50 cents. So that sometimes or a lot of times can cause you to just spend most of the budget to the 8,000 plus, and you don't give all the other product prices a chance to test and see if they work or not. So the main thing to look for is search terms, spend distribution, and device distribution. Mostly going to computers in the beginning. That's the most efficient way to test. Kiatsu says, should we be concerned with some niches having high legal liability risk?
Let's say medical field.
We have people that sell medical supplies. I don't think
It's gonna be too crazy legal. Like it really depends on the product, and you have to look into the regulations, look into all the legalities. It's a very general question, looking for a niched answer, in my opinion.
Well, I don't know about you. I had a few or one or two suppliers in the past when I was selling like geodesic domes that wanted me to buy or have $1 million liability insurance. I looked up it at the time. I think it was a couple thousand a year, and I just didn't do it at the time. But I guess some suppliers could want you to have that, but it's very few. I'd say like it's 2 out of the 400, 500 suppliers I contact. Do I need a business license or LLC to start dropshipping, or either one?
Yeah, you need a LLC to get started. You could register an LLC, international or domestic, so it should be fine.
Yeah, in a business license, you just need a resource certificate.
And EIN.
Yep. And if you need help with that, you could go to doula.com/PeakFlow. There are partners that will help you with a legal setup.
Doula.com/PeakFlow. Let's go.
Had Katie maybe like 1 to 2 search volume like 15. I was playing around, was able to capitalize on some.
That's funny. Post Malone hoodie. That was the product.
Yeah, that's 15,000. Like 15,000 people are wondering Post Malone's girlfriend every month.
That's interesting. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I guess like when you're popular.
I never even thought about that. That never even came across my mind. But I guess it does to other people.
Yeah, you can make some Post Malone girlfriend hoodies. 15,000 people interested. You just have to give them what they're looking for.
You got jokes to say, Trevor.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's it. Guess that's all the questions so far for now. Let us know if you have any more. But we're going to be reviewing some sites, some good sites that you guys can essentially like mimic in terms of the design. So it was actually, a lot of sites kind of look ugly, not gonna lie, in the sauna niche. They all look pretty bad.
You think recovery for athlete looks ugly?
No, not these two. I pulled up like 5 other ones and they all look kind of trash. This one looks pretty good. SelectSaunas.com. They have the Trust Pilot. Order seems seamless first. Yeah, if you guys don't have a Trust Pilot, that's okay in the beginning, but Trust Pilot, BBB, those are the 2 big ones that.
Yo, the lack of response is astounding. I'm saying that next time. It's astounding. That is funny. See, Trevor, you go to the extent of summarizing that. I would just read it, but fine. Let's read the summary. Online lead times are inaccurate. Oh, okay. At least they responded. They seem pretty responsive to me. Why are they so fast on the Trust Pilot, though?
Yeah, I mean, at least they care about their Trust Pilot.
Yeah, I think it's good.
I mean, if you see a business with like no 1-star reviews, it's kind of sus.
Mm-hmm.
There's no perfect business. You can take feedback from the people that like submitted 1-star reviews and use that as feedback to improve, but yeah, there's no perfect business. Recovery for athletes has a more broad niche, doesn't it? Yeah, but they didn't start this broad. They just started with fitness equipment first, and then they started adding nutrition, saunas, massagers. Honestly, nutrition. They sell like protein powder.
Would you buy that protein, Trevor?
This seems overpriced.
I have a challenge for us for fun right now. Let's try to source one of these. They're definitely white labeling it.
Ready Nutrition is the brand.
Why did they do that? Maybe upsell? Probably upsell.
No, I think it's this one right here. Yeah, it looks like it. Available at Walmart. Yeah, like they literally contacted this brand. You could do the same thing with low ticket products. It's not limited to just high ticket. It makes sense with their brand. They're recovery for athletes. Athletes need protein.
Makes sense. Oh, they probably have it on recurring. That's what they do.
Oh yeah, they have this subscription.
That's what they do.
Power recharge. You can use the same thing.
Motherfuckers. Smart.
It's the same thing as Amazon. They have like one-time purchase.
For recovery. For athletes. Yeah. That's great.
Yeah. In terms of sourcing, it's easy peasy. You just look up the brand name, find their website.
Damn, is the profit margins even worth it? They're like $5 a month. Stack like 20.
Well, they're not probably just selling these. I mean, even if it's just $10 profits, they could bundle it with their other stuff.
Probably good for traffic anyways. Just more traffic. Foot traffic. Watches. Imagine Apple Watch comes. Damn.
Garmin watches. Yeah, they have a ton of brands. If you Like probably like close to 800,
Chattanooga.
500. Yeah, it's just like medical stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Is WooCommerce compatible with GMC? Yeah, you can do the same thing on WooCommerce and WordPress. Works exactly the same. It's just we don't use that platform, but everything still works the same. How high should we price above map for our products? Why don't you answer that, Marcus?
I usually wouldn't price it above map. Map means like that's the minimum you're gonna. Because if everyone's spending like $1,000, if everyone's putting for a price at like $1,200, and then you're putting for $1,500, like you better have a really good reason why you're charging 300 above market. So I've never done that, but if I were to do it, probably an extra few hundreds if I could get a lick, if I could, you know. But sometimes I think if it's like MSRP, then that's different. But that's when like they don't have map. That's when the pricing game is interesting.
Yeah, just think about it. Like minimum advertised price. That's what everyone's gonna be selling at. If you sell above it, then your price isn't very competitive. And why would they buy from you
When do you get for
when they can
300
just buy the
bucks?
same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't make sense. So you want to sell at map. Only when there is no map is when you should play around with the prices.
Mhm.
And in that case, if brands don't have map, then you price somewhere in the middle. Meaning, like for example, if you're selling this traction table for $8,000, 8.3K, and the wholesale is $6,000, for example, you see some people selling at 9,000. You see some people selling at 7.5. You want to sell somewhere in the middle, like 8.3. I mean, it's a random number. This brand probably has map, but you want to sell somewhere in the middle. And to make it more appealing, you want to add an offer, or you want to add a gift to make your offer better. So I don't really know what traction table is. But
It looks
you
like
want
those tables you go in for like doctors and shit. Like I don't
yeah,
know.
I mean, what's the difference between
This and a regular
is it,
table. Probably the machine.
yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, you just price it somewhere in the middle and add a free gift. And if you don't know what gift to bundle with your product, then search that product up on Amazon and go to related products or see what other products come up. And those are your best gifts to offer. Or you could use ChatGPT and tell them, hey, I'm selling traction table. What are some accessories I can bundle with this? And they'll give you 5 or so ideas.
Mm-hmm. I know you guys recommend offering free shipping for everything, but what if some of the supplier margin is only 20% and doesn't take shipping into account? It's about your margins, right? You're gonna have to negotiate with your supplier, talk to them, try to get the best margins you can. But there's definitely something you have to consider. If they're only giving you 20% margin and there's also shipping and there's CC transaction fees, that's where you just have to really look at your numbers and make sure that like the supplier's worth that investment.
Yeah. If it's map and 20% and no shipping costs, then you really can't do much. One thing I would check is like your competitors. See if your competitors are charging shipping or not.
Yeah,
If they all are charging shipping, then
charge shipping.
I wouldn't offer free shipping.
Uh,
If everyone's offering free shipping and then you're offering shipping, of course you're not going to make any sales. Your offer is the worst out of everyone else's.
yeah.
So you just have to compare your offer compared to everyone else's. But if it's not mapped, then you ideally could raise a price. But it's probably mapped. David Parks says, is there a way to find out how much revenue each dropshipping store is generating? I personally don't think any of the tools are accurate.
Not exact revenue. You're not gonna know the exact revenue. I don't know. I usually look for like their best sellers or like upload
You can,
products.
yeah, I don't think you can get the revenue number exactly or even close. I think all those tools are kind of a scam, personally. Uh, but you can look at their traffic graph, how much traffic they're getting, and that
Hmm.
can, if they're getting a lot of traffic, they, and they're running their store, then it makes sense they're profiting something. Otherwise, they wouldn't be running the business. If they're not getting much, then it's likely they're not making much sales.
Yeah. Do y'all ever just add the shipping price to the retail price of the product?
Yeah, we do.
I've done that before.
Why am I seeing so much text stuff on high ticket ecom? For low ticket, there's so many images, gifts comparison to. Because the people are different. Someone buying this, I guarantee you, they're not in their 20s.
And they're
Where,
not impulsively buying.
usually the people that are buying are older.
Yeah.
Millennials that have money, or the boomer generation.
I'm a millennial, Trevor. Did you know that? I think I'm a millennial. I don't know if I'm a millennial.
I don't think you are. What's the
97.
cutoff date?
I'm on the. I think I'm on the last year.
What is considered a millennial?
I'm pretty sure I'm on the tail. I'm on the like the last year. I saw both worlds.
Someone born between 1981 and 1996 is a millennial. What are
I'm
you?
Gen Z.
97?
I'm 97.
You're,
Trevor, I'm Gen Z.
you just realized?
I didn't know.
Oh, yeah. Gen Z. Interesting.
Damn. I guess I kind of knew, but like, I'm not millennial, guys. Fuck.
You're one of us.
Oh, you're Gen Z. Oh, you're
Yeah,
fully Gen Z.
yeah, there's no question about that.
Yeah.
Is it crazy? Like, people are being born the year 2024? Do you ever think about that?
Yeah, that's weird.
Like, life was so good back in, like, 2008. Like, I mean, obviously there was a market crash, but
I was
life
thinking
was so
that.
much, life was so much simpler back then.
When you're a kid, yeah, for sure. Is making calls with the customers and close a deal with them works for procs that are above 4K? I think if you make calls and talk to your customer, you close any deal 4, 5, 10, 20, 1, 2, 500. Talk to your customers. That's how you're going to get the deal.
Yeah, generally, the higher the price point, the more likely you have to talk to them before they buy. You all annoyed by my questions yet? No, but keep the questions coming. Keep the questions coming. What are the biggest mistakes you guys made starting out in your stores, and what did you learn from them? Would you like to go first?
Yeah, I'll go. What are the biggest mistakes you guys made starting on your stores? What you learn from them? For me, you're gonna get two different answers. My strengths and weaknesses are different from Trevor's. My biggest mistakes was organization. Purely like I could really think like when I first met Trevor versus Trevor really helped me with organization. Like Trevor's strength would be like organization. Mine is like disorganization. So my biggest mistakes was just like when you have customer emails, live chats, you're talking with everything. It's so easy to just get lost in that. And it's very important you keep track of those records and just organize things from the get-go. So that was my biggest mistake. It was just like learn your strength and weakness, recognize that you're not organized, Marcus. So try to really improve that and make that a strength of yours. And I say I'm pretty organized now. Maybe not as organized as Trevor, but I'm pretty organized.
Good. That was a good answer.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think we're way more organized now than before, even just 1 year ago. I think my biggest mistake was just like I didn't really like calling suppliers at the time. Now it's like easy peasy, but like for me, like I could only call 5, 10 suppliers a day. I was like, ugh, I'm too chicken now. I don't want to call more.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
I
so
think that was the
interesting.
main thing. Everything else was not too bad.
Fair.
I think that was the biggest challenge. Like I just didn't want to talk to people, bro. I just want to stay undercover. Nobody knows who I am, and
Now
just
you rocking a gold
go
chain.
go, go ghost mode.
Now you rocking that gold chain.
Okay.
Anyways,
I'm a foreigner. Do you recommend creating a GMC?
GMC account from my country? We have more success rates on the international students. I want to say so. It's like, fuck.
I think it's just the environment, the work ethic that they were brought
Yeah.
up with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you want to put your LLC information under the GMC account, so it's most likely going to be like a Wyoming LLC. You just want to put that address. Don't put um, your country's information. Tell us more about organization. I think it's just like Marcus has so many ideas all the time, and like he just wants to do all of them, and I just have to hold him back and like, hey, like these aren't probably worth our time. We gotta focus on the high leverage activities. What's gonna be best use of time in an organization? Like, I think, yeah, just switching from just putting everything on Slack and Discord, just organizing in Google Docs and Google Sheets and Notion. That was the main thing. Why are there so many suppliers requesting for store previous revenue and upfront purchase price before they approve application? How do I deal with this challenge?
I'll start.
Why? Yeah.
There's a few ways I would approach this. Store previous revenue. You're not going to be able to kind of like Trevor, your cam's off, by the way. Store previous revenue. You're not going to be able to kind of fake that. Maybe you could play with some twists of words, but really you can't fake that. Upfront product purchase. You're not dropping money for it, so that's out of the realm as well. I would say the best route of approach is going to be you're going to have to try to close them. You have to try to convince that you are worth their time, that you can bring value to their business, to their product line. And I don't know if Trevor's went somewhere. This is very unexpected, guys. But now I'm just going to have to take over. The problem is I'm unable to click on the questions. So what I'll do is I'll answer this first question right now.
Sorry, I'm back.
Perfect. Trevor, what happened?
I just had to grab some water on stage.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah. I thought you DC'd.
Nah, never.
Okay, good.
Would never.
I was just basically just saying how like you shouldn't fake store previous revenue. You can't really buy upfront products. So the only way I would go about is like literally just try to convince them and show them that like you are worth their time. And how you're gonna do that is by talking about how as a manufacturer, as a supplier, you don't have first touch point with your customers. You have to worry about products. You need dealers. You need online dealers that know what they're doing, that specialize in e-commerce. And that's where we come in. And that's where we can help build an additional sales channel for you without really you incurring any costs. So let's get started. What's the map? You know, like I go like that route. That's what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I handle it.
And if you're in like a program, you can always leverage the community. I literally tell that to everyone. Like you'd say to the community, I'm in a network of entrepreneurs that do 5 to 10 million a year combined net revenue.
So you can always just play around with it, but yeah.
Yeah. Wild idea. Hiring few people for sitting in live video rather than live chat in different shifts, do you think?
Yeah.
Like
I'll go, Trevor.
Yeah, go ahead.
You don't even have to, bro. Like I'm great with ideas and I love ideas, and this is a terrible idea. Because like if you just imagine it, right? Just imagine it's happening. Live video. you're gonna have people just like this. Like, no, bro. I don't know. Thoughts? Your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't think it's even necessary. Like, just have live chat, give them phone calls, live video. Like, you could have people book a call with you, and it could be like,
Mm,
the sauna experts book a call so you can speak with our sauna experts, and then you basically sell them on the best sauna to
consultation
get for
calls,
their home.
right? Consultation calls. You're
Yeah,
saying?
even then, it's not necessary, and we have
Oh,
yet to test how well that works. But if you want to test it out, let's go ahead.
go for it.
Did you guys invest in stock market as a diversification, such as ETFs?
Yeah. I didn't. Trevor probably has his whole stock
Yeah,
portfolio.
yeah, I do. I invest in like VGT, that's like a tech ETF, and then VOO, which is the S&P 500, and that's it. Pretty simple. And then yeah, my favorite stock. It's kind of boring, but Apple. I just buy. I just buy. If I access cash, I just buy Apple. I just buy Apple stock. Honestly, I wish I just bought Tesla stock. Like that thing is.
Tesla shit went crazy, right?
Yeah, Tesla stock is crazy right now. Yeah, you would be surprised why I don't own Tesla. Like I love Tesla as a company, and like I don't have any Tesla stock.
Why?
I don't know. I think it's just so volatile compared to Apple. But yeah.
Hmm. Fair.
How can we efficiently update all products with accurate inventory levels and prevent selling out of stock?
How
You
can
want to
we
use an app called StockSync, and then you want to extract your supplier's inventory reports. They're usually going to be on Google Sheets, and then you just want to map the fields. You want to map by SKU, map by quantity, export XLSX, which is an Excel file, drop into StockSync, and then it will run the update the stock. Now, it's obviously simpler, easier said than done, but like, that's really what it is.
Hmm.
You just have the only complex part is just setting up the StockSync app initially. Manuel says, why does Trevor pick shopping ads over PMax? Because everyone that has tried PMax has failed and came back to me saying, how can I run shopping ads? And I've seen that more than once too. Everyone that runs PMax, they might have a great first 30 days, and then shit hits the fan, and then their ads are just not doing as well as before, and they have nothing to tweak. All they can change is the
Budget.
change the bidding strategy or the budget.
You can change bidding on PMax.
Bidding strategy.
Oh, bidding strategy, like from max CP.
Maximize conversion value or target
ROAS.
ROAS. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it gives you more control, more stability, and like I can sleep at night knowing my things won't overspend and go like crazy. With PMax, I just be stalking the ad account all day, just hoping it doesn't go crazy and like just blow through my budget. And it also pisses me off. Like I spend $5 for a click on a desk, and it's not even branded. It's the demand is not there. It's just like use PMax if you want to waste money. Yeah, we already have a stock sync video, but
that might be in the one-on-one.
Launchpad.
Yeah, I think that's in Launchpad. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, yeah. But stock sync has some tutorials. Yeah. I guess that's it. We have 5 minutes to spare. Any last words, Marcus?
Not really.
Hope you guys all have a great weekend, though.
Last question.
$24 hours. Yep.
24 hours. Okay.
Right to the point.
Guys, thank you all so much for your time. Make sure you guys tap into PeakFlow Power Hour every Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern. If you guys are interested in our one-on-one, we take our applications very, very seriously. So if you feel like you're a good fit, then apply. It's in the application down on the description. We hope you get to $10,000 a month in 24 weeks. And Let us know if you guys have any questions. Thank you all so much. Next live
right.
is next Friday.
All right. Have a good one, guys. Peace.